the success, the success as far as how much a movie grows can be far, far misleading. Can be very misleading of how good that movie actually was, I should say. Can be very, 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 very misleading. When you're speaking about Star Wars, you're talking about a cult. A cult. A fandom that spanned back to the late 70s. This is what you're talking about when you're talking about Star Wars. So what the movie do 500 million, 700 million, 800 million. It don't matter. In this day and age, because whatever it did back in the 70s, 80s, in that day and age, okay, it's bigger. If it did 500,000, 500 million, pardon me, in that day and age, we're talking 35 plus years ago, that means it's bigger than a movie doing 700 million, a billion a day. Of course, because the dollar value has changed. What you have to look at is the average per viewing. Don't just look at the numbers. Oh, well, it just smashed the other Star Wars movies because it made this amount of money. No. Has nothing to do with it. Inflation has kicked in over the last 30 years. Apologies, I'm warming up. I must say, Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, was a bigger bust than Elephant Nuts. It was a bigger bust than the Elephant Nut. Straight up! Kathleen Kennedy, I'm sorry. KaKa, I hope your ass is gone. I hope your ass is gone. Okay? The last 3 Star Wars has been a feminist minstrel cycle. That's right. A feminist minstrel cycle. And the rise of Skywalker was the climax of that feminist minstrel cycle. It was horrendous. First point. When in the fuck did Princess Leia go through any training? I see y'all try to put that little bit in there as if Luke was training Princess Leia and everything. But then I have the question to ask you. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda would have been carefully training Princess Leia along with Luke if she was supposedly be equal or strong as he is. Why wasn't Snoke in The Last Jedi looking for Princess Leia just as much as he was looking for Luke? Why didn't he want Princess Leia is dead as much as he wanted Luke? If she was so much goddamn strong, if she was like a Jedi too, she wasn't. So you can put that shit off over on the casual Star Wars fans. But us diehards know the truth. Princess Leia didn't have the training to train Rey in the way of the Force. Hell no. And you mean to tell me even what training she got, she has the new technique of Force healing? We ain't never see Yoda do that shit. We ain't never see Obi-Wan Kenobi do that. We never seen Luke do that. But Rey has the power of Force healing. Get Get this schmuck out of here. KK, you are delusional. George Lucas made a humongous mistake putting this in your hands. And now you wear shirts around saying, the Force is female. We don't want to give a fuck about that shit at all, KK. Okay? We want the Force to be equal opportunity. It was kick-ass female Jedi before the Force was put in your hands to take care of. And we know you stole the idea of Force healing from right there on the set of watching what the guys was doing with Mandalorian. And you saw little baby Yoda do Force healing and say, well, Rey should maybe do the same thing too. We're going to steal that for y'all, Mandalorian. Whoever's making Mandalorian should take over the Star Wars trilogy, whichever's next. Whoever got the Mandalorian are getting it right. Peace out to you fellas. But KK, slide your ass off, okay, into another galaxy. Please. Please. This has to be the end of your ass, okay? Also, I see y'all stole some ideas from my last video, okay? Like back in The Last Jedi when I said, look, y'all just punkify Luke Skywalker like that. He's doing a tremendous, displaying a tremendous power of putting a hologram across the whole goddamn galaxy of himself on that planet. But you had him dyeing his hair black. Look like fugazi as hell. Look lame as hell. Okay? So in this one, you actually got some sense in what I told you guys in my last joint, as far as The Last Jedi, that why didn't you just have Luke raise the goddamn, his little wing fighter out the goddamn water? Just like Yoda raised his wing fighter out of the freaking swamp where he was doing his training with Yoda on that planet of, I cannot remember right now. But somebody was listening because you did it in this film. Well, a little too late after you already screwed up Jedi, The Last Jedi. You should have did it in that one and have Luke take his ass over there and kick Kylo Ren's butt. He didn't have to kill him, but he could have put a weapon on that ass and then make the crowd go crazy. We ain't have no such thing. KK, again, I hope you see your ass off to a galaxy far, far away. Away from this Star Wars shit. Because you know, the last 3 Star Wars should be the top 3 grossing movies in America. That's how big the following of Star Wars is. They should have tripped Titanic. They should have tripped Batman Returns. They should have clipped all of them up. You know why? Because before all those movies, they were 1, 2, and 3 to begin with. KK. So that means you screwed up, KK. You got $2 billion films that you could make hit $2 billion, KK. And $2 billion is not a whole lot to ask for. Dealing with Star Wars, KK. Okay? So now, Rey can Force heal. Kylo Ren, with no training, just on the moment, because of love. Force heal. You got, what's his name? Finn. Finn must be the #1 pussy whip simp of the Star Wars galaxy. Because everywhere Rey wanted to go, no, Rey, you can't go, Rey. No, Rey, you can't go. Don't leave me, Rey. You had this sucker, such a simp up there in Star Wars, it don't make no goddamn sense. And I take offense to that because I'm a brother. Okay? Rey didn't even have enough booty for me to be chasing her all around the goddamn galaxy. Sorry, Miss Ridley. But every time Rey wanted to leave, no, Rey, you can't go. You can't go, Rey. No, you can't leave my side. He was such a beta fail. Not a beta male. He was a beta fail. A beta failure of a goddamn man that never turned out to have the force to begin with after you kept teasing us for the first 2 movies that he had the damn force. Well, I guess he got a little bit. Because he could sense, where Chewie was on that ship or whatever. So he got a little bit of force. But this was don't swear, Mike. This was a disgrace. A feminist menstrual cycle you turned this into. Pathetic. The worst Star Wars ever. Nothing combined together right. Nothing. It's just a freaking peace carpet everywhere. It was pathetic. Then you try to bring some nostalgia. We're bringing BJ Carlissimo back in the spot, Billy D. Williams. Okay? Yeah, you try to do a little bit of that. It was good, but it didn't work. It was whack. Completely whack. The transitioning that you guys try to perform from one generation to the other by the helm of Disney and KaKa, Kathleen Kennedy, and Jar Jar Abrams was disgrace. It was pathetic. I can see why y'all had to shoot the joint 2 or 3 goddamn times. Because it sucked. It was a bigger bust than elephant nuts. And I mean that. Whoever is doing The Mandalorian, please take over the helm. Okay? We don't need no more Star Wars feminist menstrual cycles in this galaxy right here. Star Wars, and I'm going to end it with this. Star Wars is an American cinematic crown jewel. It was an American cinematic crown jewel. And guess what? KaKa, you treated it like a cinematic crown cunt. You treated it like a cinematic crown just waste. Just a release of waste. Like everything that came before Star Wars that made it so great was just waste. Shame on you.